Hello, everybody. You hear me loud and clear. All right. Today we're going to be doing some EXPing. Hopefully we win. See how we go. Cool. So the goal of today is to get some experience and hopefully not die. See if we can pull that off. It's more difficult than it seems. Safety is not guaranteed. Let's see if we can win. Late night EXPing. See how we go. We're back in Maiden's Eye, our favorite place. Favorite spot to hang out with these alien freaks. So I've had a few revisions to the strategy. Hopefully they will be successful. It's a bit of a random element that I'm trying to mitigate with this kite. I haven't figured out what it is. Gets us killed, but I will try to mitigate it. Hopefully we can win. Oh my god. Always fun times. Alright, gotta heal up a little bit. Took a few hits. Hello and welcome to those tuning in. We're playing some EverQuest. Howdy. Welcome, fellow viewer. Do you also watch some EverQuest streams, or is this new to you? Do you play EverQuest? Oh, very nice. Cool, man. That's a long time ago. It's almost 10 years ago now. I think it shut down in 2012? 2013? When did it shut down? Oh, fuck. I just missed myself. No! Oh. I just missed myself and killed myself, so hang on. I noticed too late what I was doing, so. Oh man. Well, it's a good time to join TAKP now. I think Planes of Power is coming soon, so you should feel right at home. Nice. Very cool. Bards are fun. I'm playing a bard right now, as you can see. Things go well until you mess yourself in the middle of a pool. Everything's fine until you tragically make a fatal mistake, as these things go. What I might do is... I've got a laptop I'm playing on as well. Yeah, it's tricky. Kiting stuff is tricky. I'm trying to make this work. There's a few aspects to this. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So what I'm doing is recovering my corpse. I've got a laptop I'm playing on as well. There's a bit of a random element to this kite that I'm trying to mitigate with a second bard, basically. So I'm using two computers. But I killed myself immediately on the pool, so I gotta try again. So hang on. Hang tight. Oh, cool, man. Welcome. Oralden Necron Gyra. I haven't heard of you before. You must be. Are you new to the server? Did you recently start playing? Yeah, it's not the trap spawns. What happens is when you're kiting, while you've got it's like a circle kite, while you've got it going on, sometimes the mobs just reach and hit you. So you're kind of dotting the mobs, you're running in a circle, everything's fine up until about like 40-50%. When the mobs are kind of almost dead, sometimes they just like get ultra long reach and they just like hit you and they tap you. So a way to mitigate it is by snaring the mobs, which sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. I've had them hit me while snared, so basically I'm gonna try to like permanently snare them with another bard and see if that works. Seems to be somewhat effective, but got to camp out. I'll explain when I get a kite going. Yeah. What were you doing over there? Were you just normal swarming, or were you circling? Were you running in a circle and dotting and stuff? Because I was wondering if this was, I haven't really done any swarm kiting in other zones, so I was wondering if this was like Maiden's Eye specific, or perhaps it was in other zones. I was going to do like a little test kite in over there, I guess would be a good one, but I'll do my thing, and then you can let me know if it's similar to what you were doing. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do here as well. Just have to kind of concentrate and not kill myself. DMP Design, are you new to TAKP? I haven't heard those names before. What level are you? I do love seeing all these new players. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of people that have been playing for like 4 or 5 years, and then there's always an influx of new players. The server's pretty healthy when you have a population of new people joining all the time. That's pretty cool. Especially when POP is just around the corner. I think we're gonna see lots of people join. It's pretty cool. It's the pinnacle of EverQuest, the best expansion. That's what I remember back in the day. I used to play up until POP back in 2003, 2002. Oh well, I guess Legacy of Yakesha, but that's kind of like a half expansion. Sweet. Level 38, that's pretty fun. So what I'm doing here is I'm trying to pull and avoid pulling these robed mobs, because I can't, if there's caster mobs, they can't be in the kite. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to exclude all these casting mobs from the kite. Because, oh my god. Oh no. It's stunned. Trying to exclude all these caster mobs from the kite because they, if they stop running and they cast on me, then they'll mess me up. So yeah, Gates. I think I left. Yeah, God was about when I left as well, like just before. I played on a progression server, Fippy Darkpaw, That was in 2008, 2009, 2010, I think. And I quit on that when Gates of Discord launched. I don't know. EQ was a nostalgia trip for me, so new expansion was like, yeah, I don't have time to learn this. I was like, I don't want to be a noob. And a new expansion I've never played before, with everyone in the guild knowing what they're doing, and I'll just be like fumbling around, being a total idiot. So I stopped playing when GOD got unlocked. Oh no, I'm getting dispelled. Not good. So I'm familiar with the expansion being like weird alien kind of crap, but I don't know, after you kill all the gods in PvP, I don't think there's much else left to do. I feel you've won EQ when you've killed all the gods, right? Yeah. There was a lot of mechanic changes. All sorts of weird things, like mercenaries and stuff, and kind of weird, like when new expansion launches, like obsoletes everything from the previous expansion. That's very World of Warcraft, I feel. When all the loot is just like so much better. There's nothing unique like from the previous expansions that you want to hold on to. There's like here, you know, you still want to keep some of your Velius items, some of your Luckland items and stuff, but yeah, sometimes when the expansion comes out and like everything is just, you know, 30% better, it kind of feels a bit shitty. Yeah, stuff is really thought out, you know, like EOP and Luckland and Velius. I feel like each item was, you know, carefully placed and thought about, and all the abilities and stats and stuff were like individually made. Whereas in later expansions, it feels like it's just a spreadsheet, you know? They just have like a random name generator to come up with the item names, and then, you know, it's like they just take the previous stats and just give it like plus 20% or plus 15%. Just kind of felt a bit, yeah, like spreadsheet loot. Yeah. That's right, it's like everything's the same, but it's just got, you know, like slightly more stats. Whereas in here, like, we're in Luckland now, and all this loot is still good up until pretty much end of POP. Like, if you're in Elementals and like Plane of Time, that's when you get upgrades. But you pretty much, like, if you're geared well now, you're pretty set for like a year into POP. Not gonna get any upgrades for a while. We've been in Luckland for, I don't know if you've kept up with the server's progress in history, but we've been in Luckland for a long time. It's been like 3.5 years. Oh, crap. Holy moly. Whew. Fill me up. What up, Trebek? Did that sound work? I didn't hear it. Damn. Did the sound come through for you guys? I didn't hear it. What up, pals? Oh, damn. Okay, well, I'll try to fix it after this kite. I don't want to screw around with it now because it'll just die. Oh. Ew. Oh my god, look at these flea stuns. Oof. Well, that was very lucky that I didn't die there. That was insanely lucky. Oof. Yeah, I'll check it out. The sound stuff that doesn't sound correct. Maybe I reached my quota on free sounds or something. So I'm gathering up the mobs here, and then I have to get rid of some of the mobs. So we'll see how we go. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Doing the old hi son, you know your bots. Very good. What I did is I mezzed and bled a few. Well, I mean, I mezzed them and I tried to blur them. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Like this guy didn't blur, so I'm just gonna hi sun him. Gotta be very careful. What about 2 high sun resists? Pretty cool. Alright. Now I gotta get my ranger back in the group. I think I need a few more mobs in the kite, so I'm just gonna grab some more roamers maybe. Maybe not. I'm gonna push my luck. So the mobs that have high sun, they leash if they're too far away, but if I get too close to the middle, they'll just come back with a train and stuff, so I just have to stay at this spot. Alright, here we go. Wish me luck. I'm gonna tilt them down a little bit. Till about like 80%, 70%. And then I'm just gonna bring my other bard in to snare them and then hope the best. Played the wrong song, hang on. The dicey. Okay, this is better. Alright. Now we're good. Okay. Thoughts and prayers. So yeah, when you were doing this stuff in over there, were you doing a circle kite like this, or were you just kind of running around, keeping a distance, and slowly tapping? Like on P99, I think that's how bards kite, is they do like a big circle, big wide circle. There's another guildie. There's another guildmate I ran a chariot. He's got a bard who does it in the zone. He does the swarm kiting, and he does it differently than me. He uses a third-person view, a specific third-person view, and then he plays some music and he kind of taps to the rhythm. So he's got like a beat, and then he like taps, moving to the side on a rhythm. Seems to be pretty good. He's got good success. He's been doing this for many months. And I do either with one bard or two bards, and I just kind of like snare, it's just a different way of doing it. It just means I don't have to tap when I move. I just kind of hold down the keys and just kind of keep a pretty consistent circle. Seems to work out alright, but yeah, as I said, I've got a bit of a random element where sometimes the mobs just kind of reach and hit me, and then sometimes they just hit me, like they whack me once and that's it. But if they bash you and they stun you, then you're pretty much dead. You just die instantly because all the monsters just catch up to you, and you know, they like one mob bashes you and then the other 50 just gonna kill you. Yeah. Not sure if it's a latency thing. So my latency is about 300 milliseconds, which is not great because I'm playing from Oceania, like I'm playing from New Zealand, so like the Oceania, Asia kind of zone. But what I've found is that maybe it's related to how busy the server is. If I try to do this at peak times, like during, I don't know, 6, 7, 8, 9 p.m., 10 p.m, when there's lots of people on, when the server is really busy, I just don't have any hope of getting this to work. Even snared, sometimes the mobs hit me. Whereas if I do it at this time, which I think right now, what is it, like 3 in the morning or something? 3 Eastern, something like that. It seems to behave a lot better, so monsters, I don't know, they don't seem to behave erratically. They seem to follow me and stick to their little circle area. Yeah, 343. So it might be related to server CPU cycles. My theory is like if the server is busy and, you know, lots of mobs here trying to path in a tight spot, and they're all dotted, and it's kind of like taking up a lot of CPU power. Maybe sometimes they glitch, you know, like they skip ahead. You know, if a pathing calculation doesn't complete successfully, it just kind of moves ahead to a you know, few location units in front, which makes it reach me and hit me and stun me. So could be a server busyness kind of thing. I try to mitigate it, you know, with the bard snaring, and the mobs still hit me. Like, there was a snared pack of mobs, and the monkeys seemed to still reach me and hit me. And then, like, maybe like an hour or two later, it just stopped happening, so... Shrugs. I'm just gonna go with my theory and do it later during the day, and I seem to have a bit more success, so... I've not been able to prove otherwise, you know. I haven't got any other ideas. Sometimes, you know, it works just fine for hours, and sometimes I just keep dying over and over, and the only correlation I have is depending on the time of the day that I do this. So if I do it really late, it seems to be fine. If I do it during peak times, I keep dying, so just gonna go with that. Alright. We won. We killed the mobs. Gonna go get some more. So yeah, I don't know if you're having troubles with over there kites. I guess just try it at a different time of day and maybe have better luck. That's my non-scientific analysis of what might be going on. I don't have any visibility. Like if I had, you know, access to the server where I could look at the, I don't know, the code or like errors or, you know, like development tools, debugging tools. Yeah, I feel that, man. One good thing with bots, I guess, is you don't have to worry about, you know, try boxing. Like if you came from P99 or a server where you're used to just playing one character at a time, playing a bot is kind of like playing one character at a time. You can, you know, EXP your other guys by being in the same zone or like in the same group, but you don't have to constantly be switching between the characters, so this is kind of like a more relaxed approach. Typically when I'm pre-boxing, I pick like a tank and tank and spank kind of approach, like a charm pet or like a pet, you know, tank pet healer. But all those characters that I have, I've kind of leveled up. You know, I've got my AA points. So I'm trying to level up random DPS characters and kind of like, you know, a shaman, which is a very high high APM class, you know, actions per minute. You need to put a lot of attention into playing him because you gotta like slow things, heal, like requires a lot of attention. So if you're trying to like pre-box solo and like pull monsters and heal yourself and tank and crowd control, it's just so fucking stressful. Like it's just too much going on at once. You know, you're trying to have like a relaxing EXP session and you're like frantically tabbing and you're going slow because you're doing too many things at once. You know, it's not efficient. But if you're doing bad stuff, you can just have them, you know, AFK on a spot, right? Somewhere where they're in range of EXP. But, safe so they don't get killed by your trains and shit. Like here in the zone, I'm up high on the wall. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it powers. Floor 2 hate sucks absolute donkey balls. Wellix did it. He tried it because, you know, mobs are like high level, so he was like, oh, this could be a good spot to EXP because mobs are high level. It's absolute garbage. The mobs are too high level. They're extremely resistant. They train you through walls. It's just complete and utter bullshit, and they have too many hit points because they're intended to be raid mobs, not like EXP mobs. So it takes too long to kill them. He went there with, I think, Kazadan or Quillen, and they had like a whole group, and they were just EXPing and killing things and trying to, you know, like trying to survive because it's like real tough. The mobs, you know, need like rapture to mez them, and you know that you need like 10 attempts to slow, and some are like magic immune and shit like that. And then they kill the mobs, and it's like, you know, 1% EXP, and you're like complete waste of time basically. Don't do it. Ask Wellix about his opinions. He tried it a couple of times, and both times the conclusion was a complete waste of time. Like, you're far better off EXPing in Stra or Sebelis or Velx or anything like that. Planet Hate is complete garbage. He was really hopeful that it could be like a viable alternative spot to hunt in, but it was a complete waste of time and very tough. Don't do it, man. I've EXP'd in Hate just like when I'm farming the minis. So, you know, killing the minis and killing just random trash in the zone and that kind of stuff. and I'm killing fairly quickly. You know, I've got like a mage pet and a charm pet, and the charm pet is, you know, hasted and buffed, and he's doing a lot of DPS, so things are dying fairly quickly. And this is just floor 1 mobs. But EXP is just garbage. The zone experience modifier is just complete shit. So, don't do it. Not worth it. I mean, those rare drops are way too rare. Like I believe there's a bunch of items that drop from Planar 2 Hate that have never been obtained, even like in the, you know, 6 years or whatever it's been available. Because the loot is just super rare. It's not worth it. Like, you'd think, you know, armor drops would drop equivalent to Plane of Fear and Plane of Hate, but it's more like Plane of Growth. You know, like we kill, I don't know, 300 mobs in Plane of Growth, and you get like 5 armor drops or something. It's pretty shit. So, some of those rare drops, they look appealing, but it's just you're never gonna get it. You can be there for weeks. However, having said that, you do seem to have pretty good luck there, pals. You proved me wrong, and holes of testing, farming, the fact that you got 2 robes. It's hard to say. The drops are collated from a combination of Magello. So Magello has like a database where they record rarity of drops, and also logs from EQMech. Now, in this particular case, the EQMech logs would be pretty much non-existent, because I don't think anybody hunted in Plane of Hate level 2 while Planes of Power was out. You know, if we were doing like a progression server thing and it was like Classic and then Kunark and that kind of stuff, sure. But EQMech was Planes of Power. And a lot of people just never hunted in places like Sebalus and Howling Stones and Plane of Hate, Plane of Fear. People went there for their epic drops, but, you know, like, for example, not many people would get the Mage Epic on EQMech because you had equivalent pets, I guess, in Planes of Power. So it was a lot easier to get like an Ethereal Parchment and just get your drops, get your pet from Planes of Power drops instead of having to do the whole quest. The Epic pet is really good. It's really good, but it's just a lot more involved compared to, you know, getting an Ethereal Parchment or just buying the scroll in the bazaar. So not many people did epics. There was a few epics that were obviously very useful, like the Cleric epic and that kind of stuff, but a lot of the epics just never obtained because POP made them obsolete. Yeah, I know the crown you want. It's the Ultravision one, right? Is it like Ultravision Insta-Clicky or some shit? It's all the drops are like super rare, man. If you want to get an idea of how rare it is, go to Magello. So look at the drop rate. Oh yeah, the Bard Epic, of course. Yeah, some are like not replaceable. I think the Bard Epic gets a true upgrade in like Omens of War or something. I think you get your Epic 1.5. But there isn't a single item that has all instrument modifiers. Yeah. Track used to be a lot easier to kill up until recently. So he was 3-boxable here. I've done it a few times. Easy to kill with a friend, so, you know, two people playing 3 characters. But recently they've made a change to his leash range. I don't know if this is intentional or if something got broken, but the mushrooms and the jugs and that kind of stuff all seem to follow you into the track layer now, which makes a certain strategy not work anymore. so he became a lot more difficult to kill because you couldn't just leash all the mobs that he banishes you to. So he would banish you to mushrooms, and then the mushrooms were too far away to come back into the track layer. So what you could do is you could have a lot of aggro on the tank, so that when he banishes you, he would instantly summon you back. And then all the mobs were too far away. I think they would be like, 1,000 location units away or something like that, and then they would not come to the lair. So there would be this, every 20 seconds or 30 seconds he would banish you and then summon you back. You would have to blow like a lot of clickies. You'd have to use like a whole string of puppet strings or blade stopper or something like that. So you need to generate a shitload of aggro so that he would summon you back. And of course you had to make sure that he was below 90% hit points or 97% hit points, because if he life taps and heals, then he would not summon you back. He would run towards you, and then you'd be very dead basically. But something changed with his leash range. So now when he banishes you and summons you back, you just get a big fucking train of jugs and mushrooms and a whole heap of shit, which I don't know if it's accurate, but it is currently the situation. So the only really good way to do it would be when the tank gets banished, that he gets coughed, because that clears aggro, or fight him at the banish spot. So if you if you have enough people that you can clear all the jugs and all the mushrooms between you and track from the banish spot, then you can just fight him at the banish spot and just pull him there. So you kind of like spawn him, pull him to the banish spot, so that when he banishes you, he's just right there. And then you have to make sure he doesn't gate. So I think he can gate, but usually he runs. The strategy changed. You probably need a few more humans now, maybe like a group and a half or 2 groups. No longer easy to rebox them, unfortunately. So people getting help for their bard epic need to bring some friends. You can't just do it with like yourself or a couple of people. Into the breaks. Yeah. Yeah, 1 in 200 sounds about right, Trebek, for those drops. It's not gonna happen. And they're really tough to kill, and they're like, 12-hour respawn, so you can't even just farm it. You have to like pour it up, spend 5-6 hours killing like 10 mobs that drop it, and then come back the next day. So not really worth it. Redoing all the keys, you mean like Sibyllus keys and that kind of stuff? It's not too hard. You just need a tracker, so like a druid or something. Big style keys, yeah, exactly. VT keys are fun. Love the VT keys. It's a lot easier now. There's a lot less competition. If you join a guild and stuff, you should be pretty easy to get help to get your imp key and that kind of stuff. Obviously, you need to join a guild that can kill Emperor to get the rift. But yeah, VT key is quite tedious. People announce lots of shards rotting. Like Fungus Grove, people EXP in Fungus Grove, and sometimes you'll see that shard being announced as rotting. Dawn Shard Peaks is another one that rots. When people farm rock hoppers for tailoring. Stra Temple, the one in the mines, also rots quite a bit. When people EXP there, and Maiden's Eye, at the moment there's a named up in Maiden's Eye, so I'm not killing it because I don't need the casters, and also I don't need any shards. but when people are doing this bullshit kiting, they leave them named up. So depending on the time of day or whatever, the Maiden's Eye one is a lot easier than it used to be. That one can be an annoying camp. It can take a few hours, but with bards killing here, it's a lot easier. Yeah, VPK is quite tough. You probably just need to like get someone to sell you the Track Tooth multi-quest. And the rest of it is pretty okay. Like, there's not much competition. You can just go and pick up the ground spawns and you know, the 8-hour spawn mobs. It's not difficult to just find them up and get your bits, but the Varric's Remains and Kana's Castle is a complete bitch. That one sucks. That one can take like a day or two. And you know, like a rare spawn. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you get them after a few hours, and sometimes you can spend days camping that stupid Kana's mob. The EXP is not very good in Kana's either, and there's nothing really good that drops. There's some junk that you can get that's not really that good. But VP is fun, people still do it. Our guild still kills in Vision's Peak. We do Silverwing and Faradar. So the reason why we do Silverwing is to get this loot. It's good loot because it's primary and secondary equipable. It's got the best modifier, but in Planes of Power, I believe it gets upgraded, and I don't know if it's Bastion of Thunder or maybe Plane of Water or something, but there's a nice upgrade. Hey, Crush, what up? Yeah, I gotta fix the sounds. All right, I'll try to fix it out. I'll see what's up. Why it isn't working? Maybe there's like some authentication or something that broke between the add-on and the Twitch stream. Sorry about that, Trebek. I'll fix it after this kite. What up, Crush? How's Diablo? Have you won yet? Done your Mephisto farming yet? Hurry up with Baal runs now instead of doing Mephisto. Are you killing the big boss himself? I've tried to change my strategy, Crush, by using a bard. If you wanted to come EXP, I've got about 2 hours left of playtime. If you wanted to come along and screw around. Yeah, I remember those pole arms. You want to make that, what is it, an indestructible 5-socket ethereal pole arm? Is that the one? I remember farming that. Fuck, that took a long time. You want it to be ethereal so you get a damage boost, and you want it to be 5 sockets to make the rune word. Whatever the rune word is, I can't remember now. Let me just try to fix these stupid alerts. Let's see. Yeah, there's that five rune word. It's really hard though. It's fucking like you need a Val rune, like or a Vex rune or something like that, which is a really high level one. So that's not easy to do. Yeah, Burr's a bitch.
Nice try, doppelganger.
What? We're not doppelgangers.
Save it for Queen Doppelpopulus.
Install my extensions. Okay, see if I can play it. What I did to make those rune words is you just go into a game where someone's trading it, and it's probably duped, you know, like, I don't know. It's very unlikely that that it was legit, but okay, that one's working. How do I play the other one?
Nice swing, Sir Phobos.
The key is to hit it really hard with the bat.
Okay, so some are working and some aren't. Sorry, Crush. Being a little slut. I'll play it for you. This one.
So now, we only kill animals to, quote, thin out their numbers. If we don't hunt, then these animals will grow too big in number and they won't have enough food.
Okay, let's see if I can maybe uninstall and reinstall the extension or something, try to fix it. I know, man, I'm sorry. I fucking hustled. worked last time, so I don't know why he's being a little bitch. Maybe I need to fix my audio mix. Oh dear. Oh, what up, Reflex? What are you doing, buddy? How you doing? Thanks for the raid, my man. Take my views, you penis! Thanks, man. Oh, happy birthday, that's right. I saw the Facebook thing. Awesome, man. Did you have a good celebration? Make celebrate. Sure. Yeah, man, wicked. Make cake. Yeah, that's great, man. Nice. I'm having some troubles with my audio. Shit, I'm trying to do blip sounds. Being a little bitch. So I've got sound alerts, blip, %. Maybe this is better. Gonna work. Yeah, have a good one, man. Catch ya. Thanks for the views. Have a good night. I'll come join your stream sometime. Yeah, there's something weird going on here. I have to figure it out. Test audio, status offline. Damn. Alright, deactivating it. And I'll be reactivated or something. Cool. Extension, my extensions. Okay, sorry, I don't know why it's being a little bitch. Just don't do the sounds. I'll go back to EXPing. And just don't press the sounds.
Why are these jeans all covered in hair?
Why is anything anything?
Maybe it's having issues, I don't know. showing me as being offline in the thing. Settings, new updates. Maybe it blacklisted me or something. Yeah, I'll figure it out later. Sorry about that. I blame the global Facebook outage. It's all Zuckerberg's fault. Alright, don't worry about the sounds for now. I'll try to fix it later. We're wasting precious EXP time over here. I'll try to remove some sounds or something like that. Some authorization failed somewhere. I'm looking at the website, it's telling me it's offline, so I don't know if there's a wider issue or if it's just being finicky. Damn. Damn. Come on. Nah, I lost my OBS. Great. Thanks, Obama. Exactly. Yeah, Facebook came back, unfortunately. I think everyone was hoping. There were some rumors on Reddit, all the Wall Street Bets people, all the investing people were like trying to figure out what was going on. And there was some rumors that like someone deleted some code or something. People were speculating that it's got deleted, it's gonna be down forever. But I think 6-hour outage is pretty drastic though. I don't think it's ever been down for that long. So something major must have happened. Maybe they did lose some code and they managed to figure out and restore it from backup or something, who knows. But it was very dramatic. Okay, where am I? Did you say you're getting mental clarity? Are you working on mental clarity for your mage? How many AAs do you have? Because I don't think I've bought mental clarity. I think I got MC1, but MC2 is like that's some luxury AAs. I think I got my like defensives before I got mental clarity too. Have you got pet hold? All that good stuff? You're welcome to come and nuke if you want. I can drop a dude, or we can just do a full group. Yeah, nice. Nice. You can just... I think you would need to wait until about half health and then just nuke. That should work. Like a vampire bet. Till about 30%. Or a mind worm or a monkey at 50%. I think that's about when you can start nuking without dying. Yeah, I think I got MC1 and then I got Spellcasting Fury. That's a good one to get. Crit nukes. And then what else did I get? There's not that much for a mage. All those elemental form ones are like, eh. I'm not too fussed on the short duration buffs. They're not that great. And the pet frenzy one, the one that gives pet like super speed, super buff. That's got stacking issues with the ancient burnout and burnout 3. So it's not good unless you have burnout 4 or until POP. In POP it gets good because of burnout 5. There's no stacking issues. Yeah, Men's a good one. Yeah. Mind you, the mage pet heal is really good. Do you have the level 60 pet heal? The one that's a rare drop from the raid bosses. That's a really good one. We gotta get you that if you don't have it. Yeah. We haven't had a drop on raids in a very long time. It's very unusual. Like, we've been killing in Stra, and like Cursed Cycle can drop it, Archlich Cycle can drop it, XTC, High Priest, and all those things can drop it, but I haven't seen a drop in like a year or two. It's been quite weird. We had a few drop, I don't know, in the first year of Lachlan, and then I haven't seen a drop at all. That's really weird. I blame Torvin. He broke the drop rate. It'll be like one of those like Speed of the Brood kind of prices. If you wanted to buy it, it'd probably cost you like 20k. May want to like maybe auction. I don't know. Try putting it in the bazaar section on the forums or something. Offer like 20k for it. There you go. But is there a better one in POP? Because it might not be worth it. Because if POP gets an upgrade, then don't worry about it. Yeah. I think there's a better one in POP. I think there might be a better Necro one in POP as well. Necros haven't had an upgrade to the heal, and like, I think the top one is like level 29 or something. It's complete garbage. It feels like 200 hit points. Weird. Oh yeah, that guy on the left-hand side. Sorry, right-hand side as you come out, left-hand side as you go in. That one's seen in this for a while. I may just kill him. He's been really fucking annoying. When we had VT on the rotation, it was the right-hand side one was seeing this, so I killed it. And it's been fine, and then the next day, the other one was seeing this. Someone must have killed it just to sabotage us. Sabotage all the druids coming in to loot the Elysian armor and stuff. All the rots. So just like makes the scene this dude and just to kill all the newbies. Yeah. Look at this pathing. Look at these idiot mobs. Jesus Christ. Back. Getting killed here. Oh no! Man, why did my friend stop streaming so early? It's only like 9:30 PM. He must have had some birthday celebrations planned. You got a cake that he was gonna eat. Did you need any EXP on the Bard? Bring Kraven. If you need EXP on the Bard, bring Kraven. I'll drop Tessitura out. I have absolutely no need for AAs on Tess. I'm simply just in the group for Snare. So if you want to do what I was doing and just be my snarer, I'll put you in the group and get your mage in there as well. Raven wants some EXP. Let's get it done. Alright, sweet. I'll invite you and swap you out in a sec when I get this kite in. I'll explain what to do with the snare. So don't snare immediately and make sure that you're not playing any songs, because when I DA, I can't have anything path towards you. It'll mess up the whole circle kite. So you need to just be like completely out of any proximity aggro and any social aggro or assist aggro or anything like that. You can't cast anything on me. You have to be not on the aggro list, because when I DA, it'll mess it up if you're on any aggro list. And then once I have the circle going, when the mobs get dotted down to about 80%, then you can come and snare. And when, okay, let me just drop the Bard. Get you, all right. You've got invites. So don't play any songs. When I start dotting the stuff, then just play Silos and come on down, and then just play the level 54 snare song. Put on your lute, and just you can play a snare song, and that should be it. I don't think you need to do anything else. Oh my god, that was close. Because your nukes will do enough DPS. So don't nuke with the thingy until I press the button. I've got my little button. All right, so I'll start the kite and we can get the show on the road. Alright, I'll just dot them down a little bit, and then I'll tell you when to come snare. What I like to do is I like to target the vampire bet. They seem to have the least amount of hit points, so they usually die the quickest, so I use them as my health indicator for the rest of the kite. So when I get the vampire bet to about 80%, then just come down and play the level 54 AE snare song. It's called Silo's Assonance Strain. And just, yeah, kind of try to stay in the middle and just play that. Yep, perfect. Cool. But just play that. Don't try to do dots because you might pull aggro if you do other dots and stuff. So I'll just dot it down so all the aggro is on me. And then when the bat gets to about 30% health, oh, actually, if you wanna twist, you can do like one of the AE dots. Maybe the level Stella's Chords of Cessation or something like that. But it's really important that you don't miss a snare tick. If the snare wears off, then things just kind of catch up and die. So it's probably safest to just play the snare song, because sometimes you can get a resist. Yeah, it's safer if you do that. just camp this part out. Yeah, that'll be good. So, a little bit more. And then just, yeah, just use your, yeah, okay, now should be good. Just use your ventilation and get it done. Nice. Sweet. Nice, man. That's working a lot better. Yeah, last time, if you remember, we had some tragic deaths. I think we had like 2 successful kites and then like 6 failed ones, and then I had to go. But yeah, if you just play the snare song, that seems to be a lot better. And plus, this time is like, as I said, I think this may be related to CPU cycles. Yeah, that was a good kite. I got that on video, so that's a fun one. Where I died and like the mage like runs away with with 50 mobs on you. That was awesome. Alright. I'll go get some more mobs. So just go back up on the hill and then do it again. Oh, that big ass worm is up again. Old Stealer. It drops complete garbage, but it doesn't summon. So I could just kind of like kite it and kill it. Got my ranger here, but I'll just do it later. Let's just get some EXP. I don't want to waste time. It's like 1 extra mob. Oh, okay, the ear is legit. Okay. All right. I can go get it next time if you want. Oh yeah, nice. That's tight. Nice. All right. 20 AC. Holy shit. It's better than the Yellowneck ears for sure. All right. Well, I'll get it next time. Yeah, so some of the junk that it drops is these gloves that were advertised as rotting earlier today, and I was trying to get them on the Guild Cleric because they've got lots of strength, and the Guild Cleric is a gnome, so the strength is actually quite handy. So if it drops the junk gloves, then they'll get looted. I don't know what else it drops. I didn't check out the loot table closely enough. Yeah. Pretty nice. Or like a druid or something. Or a cleric, like better than crystal chitin gloves, which is what the cleric has, so. Okay, cool. My ranger should be able to fight that. I'll stop playing songs and Craven. Don't play any songs until I bring this kite in. But I can do arrows with my my ranger. I'll be able to just snare and kite it or something. I'm gonna get the monkeys because can't kill the hunter monkeys, the druid ones, because they're cast. And what I do is I kill a bunch of them, and then if someone comes to EXP in the zone, like another group that just kills these monkeys, what they do is sometimes they just clear all the hunters and leave the normal melee mobs up, and then I do a few rounds of those until there's too many hunters. But at the moment it doesn't look like anyone's cleared them since last time, so it's just like a bunch of hunters spawning, and you'd have to like pull them in high sun like 15 mobs. It's a waste of time. When you get your pet, just pet hold it and guard it up on the hill. Don't bring it down, because if you engage the kite with the pet like stuns a mob, it'll stop, and like when it breaks stun, it'll probably hit me, and then we'll just leave the pet for the named. You know how those mage pets love to stun. Very good. Don't steal my HR, Nick. I need one too, bitch. It went for so much. The last one went for 66, man. That HR Nick is nowhere near 30 now. I think I bid like almost 50 or something and I didn't get it, so fuck that. Yep, might be the last one. I missed the fucking cheap bargains. I should have just bought ones when they were like 40-ish. Oh, gotcha. Ring, tome, orb. The ring is okay. The ring is nice. I think Ford took it last time, Kane. For like 20-ish, that was a good deal. 5018. You don't need the neck. Nice. The tome is good, but I don't know if you need the AC. It's a really good enchanter item, or like something that takes hits, but a mage shouldn't take hits. I use the orb from XTC because it's got Flowing Thought 6. The price was right. The price was super cheap. But it's got like no AC. It's got like 15 AC, so it's pretty useless as a shield. I just count on my mage not getting hit. It's never gonna tank very well. It's not my enchanter. The Book of Contemplation is nice. That went for a lot more than I thought. actually should have snagged that a long time ago. It's hard to beat those summoned focus items. They're so good. If you're a mage, you can like pimp yourself out pretty well. It's just like a little bit annoying to have to summon them, but I mean they're very, very good. But yeah, that book was surprisingly cheap. Oh yeah, you slut. I was bidding on that earring as well, damn it. Not much competition for the good stuff. There's gonna be a while until we get to those 20% haste items on POP items, so that earring for under 20 is a pretty good deal. I was a little bit too cheap in my bidding, unfortunately. As I always am. This like 6 guild BT rotation is killing me. Damn these Imperium hobags. How dare they come in here. Take my pixels. Doesn't want to. Hey Azum, how you doing, buddy? Welcome. Hey, congrats. Yeah, it's the fun part of being low level, is everything's an upgrade all the time, right? Nice, man. Glad to see you progressing. Pretty fun starting out on the server. You get lots of upgrades frequently when you're in a raiding guild with like your main characters for a few years. It's like 6 months between upgrades. That's why you have lots of alts. Oh, you're in Mischief. All right, cool, man. Are you guys still in Bellius, or did Lachlan get unlocked on Mischief? I haven't kept track. Ooh, that's pretty exciting. Yeah, you guys gonna be in POP before us. Oh my god, I can't even imagine what kind of loot you're gonna get on Mischief with Lachlan unlocked. Holy shit, what's gonna be dropping BT loot? It's gonna be insane. You're gonna be killing like fucking mobs in Strat Temple and you're gonna be getting star loot. It's gonna be insane. I'm gonna have to tune into the madness. Hold up, Crab, watch out. Watch out. Proxy Aggro is pretty strong. Yeah. You shouldn't snare so early. Proximity Aggro is really strong. You could have just died. You need to wait a little bit longer. Wait till the mobs are about 80. But yeah, you're good. You're good now. Because bard dots are not very strong. So proximity aggro is like 2000, and I don't know if I got 2000 worth of aggro. Because if you die, then I'll die as well. The mobs will stop, they'll hit you, and then they'll hit me and kill me as well. So we'll both die. It's gonna be quite tragic. So we'll just wait a little bit longer for I've done it before. I brought my Maiden too early, and then it's just like instant death for both of them. it's so easy for everything to go horribly wrong, like in a split second. This is very, very finicky. Which is why it's so frustrating, because you spend all this time getting a kite together, and then you like dot it down, and then like just when the EXP is supposed to start happening, you just die, and it's just lose like 20 minutes. Alright, should be able to go nuke, nice. And then I'll go find that mob and try to bring it in. Bring it in solo or something. Yeah, look at all these things dying. You see how the scout is only at 43% now? So the hit point difference between the monkeys and the bats is quite big. So like when the bat is at 30%, the monkey's still at like 50-60%, which is why I make you wait. Because also the monkeys can be level 55 plus. Some of the AEs, when you do Denons, so Denons has a stun component in it, and if a mob is over 55, it tells you that like your mob is immune to the stun portion of this effect. And sometimes the Mind Burrowers and the monkeys are level 56 or 57 or whatever. That's the good EXP, but they're the ones that have the most hit points, so you gotta like, you gotta kill them right at the very end. That's when the best EXP is. So if you just kill the bats and, like a few of the wolves and skeletons and stuff, you get shitty EXP, and all the best EXP mobs kill you. So it's like, that's not what you want. You want to survive till the very, very end to kill the highest level mobs, which give you the best EXP. That's the reward. Because like if you just kill the bats and then you die, you only get like, I don't know, 3, 4, 5% EXP. Whereas if you manage to survive all the way till the end, then you get like 20-30% for the coal kite. So that's the money shot. Alright, I'm trying to pull this Thought Stealer. See if I can. I'll OS it or something. Alright. That worked. Well, I'm gonna get a lot of aggro on this guy, so I'll do it on the ranger. Look at your pet stunning him, that's great. Love those mage pets. It's fun. Come on, Jubantic. Get him, boy. I don't know. Not how hard he hits, actually. Let me just check. He hits like a little... No. Alright, let's just do that. God. I'll just slow him again. Putting my ranger tanking AAs to good use. God, come on. Oh, now he's running. Yeah, take that. Did it. Alright, you can loot. Oh, good luck. I believe in you. Slatted gloves. Oh god. Alright, let me see. I think I still got the little cleric here, so let's log in. Yeah, nice. Oop. Oh, I can heal myself. Wow, look at that. Okay, 30 more seconds till I can look, and then I'll go get some more mobs. Good work, team. He's pretty gim. He doesn't summon. Same as the vampire guy in Tenebrous Mountains. He's all tough, but doesn't even summon, brah. But he does gate though. And he does like dot you and nuke you and stuff, so he's quite nasty. I remember I had a fun kill one time when I was ill prepared. I forgot about the Banes, so I brought like wrong characters to kill him, and turned into a complete clusterfuck of a fight. But I got it done. All right, just camping out. Oh, nice. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, you got it covered, man. You're tough. There was a bit of a gap in the Vampire Ashes being sold, and then Jonathan ended up saturating the market. Because he was trying to get the Levitate spell. No, which one drops? Everlasting Breath is the one that drops from Tenebrous Mountains. I think Levitate is the one that drops from the deep, right? He was trying to get the EV spell, and he spent like weeks camping that shit. I don't know if he got the spell in the end. I assume he did, but he ended up spawning the vampire lots of times, so he was saturating the market with the Vampire Ashes and poetry capes and whatever other garbage those vampires drop. So the ashes were a little bit cheap. Still are, I think they're like 20k or something. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think about a day is kind of average-ish, I guess. But he's just tough, you know, like it's not just about getting him, it's also like about killing him. So he's not that rare, but he's like a little bit rare and a little bit tough. 30k, Jesus. Who's selling that? Is it Jonathan? What's the trader that's selling it? Might be Jonathan trying to get some money for it. Kitty Sales, I don't know who Kitty Sales is. Could be one of those cases where he had a drop and then he's just trying to see if someone's going to buy it for a high amount before he scribes it. If someone buys it for 30k, then he'll farm another one, but if no one does, then he may just scribe it, sort of thing. Like a placeholder sale. Which is, incidentally, what I did with my Mage Epic. When I did it for my friend's Mage, Atar. I was getting the Epic for him, because he doesn't play as much, and I was like, alright, I'll do the quest, because it's a good pet, and I'll use Mage and all that stuff. And then I was like, well, now that I've got it, I'll see if someone wants to, you know, buy it. I wonder how much I can get for it, sort of thing. And then ended up selling it. There was a bit of interest. There was a person that wanted one. And I was like, okay, my friend can wait. I'll just sell this one. And then got it again. And then the same person wanted to buy a second one. And I was like, all right, okay. Let's do that then. And that's how my Mage Epic questing destination started. There was a market for it. Could be one of those cases where he's, you know, he's got the spell and he's like, is someone going to buy it for a high price? You know, it's worth 30k to me. Is it worth 30k to someone else? Or maybe he just got two, right? Who knows? But yeah, I don't know if it's worth that much. I mean, there's plenty of EB items, right? You don't really need it. And a lot of the times, like if you're doing Finny, you know, he dispels you, so you don't use the buff anyway, you use the Warren item. So I don't know if anyone's gonna pay that much. Same with the Levitate spell. I mean, the amount of times I cast Levitate versus Spirit of Eagle versus, you know, like the Wizard Oak Heals Levity and that kind of stuff, or DMF, the amount of times I specifically cast Levitate that uses bat wings versus just carrying a stack of bat wings for, you know, 2 silver. I think I'm okay restocking bat wings for a few silver rather than buying a spell for like 20k. Can't justify it. Seems a bit too expensive for what you get. Like, if it was 5k, then I would get it, but if it was 5k, then, you know, everyone else would buy it as well, so... 5k isn't worth people's time. If you know, lots of people hunted in the deep. For example, if the deep PBA EXP was still good, if people pulled the deep to zone in and, you know, farmed it and killed it. Yeah, that 7.5k is decent, that's fine. Like, under 10k is probably acceptable. If people still EXP'd in the deep and the spell was a lot more common, then I suspect it might be a good price, but... yeah. Not something someone would willingly camp for days and then sell for like 5k. It's just not a very economical use of your time, considering you can just kill hill giants for 4 hours and get it. So server population doesn't make some of these things as common as they sometimes would be on a more busy server. Man, where's all the trap mobs? Come on. Sometimes a whole bunch of trap mobs are just like stuck in an area that I haven't been to. I need map hacks. I need show EQ or something so I can see all the traps. Yeah, we're getting somewhere. It's one thing that like doesn't make this much quicker if you have someone nuking, because you're still limited by how much you have in the zone. You can do everything in 2 pulls for respawns, and then, you know, if you're just going around popping trap mobs, that can take a while because they are randomly placed and you can't really see where they are, so it may take a while to spawn, you know, 80 mobs from traps. Alright, we'll get some respawns now. These little toilers are coming back. I'd wait for the rogue. Fucking hell. 35k, look, get out of here. 35k for something that no one's gonna see in your inventory, right? If it was like a Gucci bag that you could see, if everyone else could see how cool you are, then sure, but... like, oof. Oof. 35k, good luck. I think I've seen one sold for like 12k or something, I want to say 15k. And that was expensive, right? And that's another thing, is another, you know, zone that was more populated on EQ Live was Kazakh Thul. So all the trade skill items and stuff were a lot more common back on EQ Live because more people hunted there. So you could buy the blood and you could get the other trade skill materials more frequently because people hunted there, you know, the skins weren't so rare. Like, you could probably buy the skins for, you know, like 2k, right? Instead of 5k each. Or 10k each, or whatever the hell they cost now. See all the loot in your bags as well. Imagine that. Imagine if you saw people carrying, 8 backpacks full of shit. Yeah, good to see you, man. Thanks for popping around. Thanks, Noon Semantic. Noon Semaniac. Thanks for popping by. Happy EXPing. Those levels. Alright, I'm coming in with some mobs. I'm gonna high sun a few and then we'll get killing. I'm just checking to make sure this mob is blurred. I had one robe that may have leash, maybe not. So the one of the things you want to mem on your bard is the level 60 mez, the one that blurs, and also high sun. If we're kiting and you see a mob come through a wall, then like try to high sun it, I guess, or mez it or something. That's a leash mob coming back, and that's usually bad times, but it's maybe salvageable. So that's just have it on your bar, and if something funky happens, just like stop snaring and high sun a mob or something. if a rogue mob ever comes, yeah, try to high sun it. Just keep waiting for the bat to be about 80%, and then you can come snare. Sweet. Perfect. Another thing with these mobs, I don't pull the Centurions, the vampire coterie Centurion mobs, because they seem to be immune to poison. So Denon's dot doesn't do any damage, which means that they take a lot longer to kill, which kind of sucks. So it's just a waste of time. So you've just got these 3 mobs that are just like not dying. Kind of blows. Not worth the time. I guess that'll be okay if we were nuking or something, but I mean I don't know if the damage is gonna count. Because they're not taking dot damage per tech, they just resist the spell, so I'm assuming the damage is going to be quite little, so it's probably not going to be good for aggro. Yeah, you can see on your EXP bar, these first mobs that die, they don't give you very much EXP. It's the last mobs that give you the good stuff. Which is why it's really important that you live all the way till the end. Otherwise, you just end up killing a bunch of like level 50 mobs and it's garbage EXP. You die and you have to do it again and stuff, so yeah, it's like you really have to kill the last mobs. See, now it's much better. Yeah, get him. Get that staff procking. Yeah, nice. Perfect. Yeah, like the first bunch of mobs was like 5% EXP, and then the last batch was like 20%. That's the money shot. You want all the 55 mobs that are resistant and have like twice the hit points. You want to kill those. Got one rope guy coming to crash the party. Maybe look at some of these monkeys on the edge. Just gotta navigate this minefield of rope guys. If you do a bad pull, you get like 6 robes, and then you just may as well just give up. So it's quite a minefield of robes in this part of the zone, but we could make it happen. Wish there was more monkeys here. Only 3 in this corner. Should be like, I feel there should be like 10. That's like the secret monkey valley. Oh, also, one thing I haven't mentioned is that sometimes when you're kiting stuff here, a bunch of mobs drop under the world. It's quite obvious. It depends on whether you get like 20 of them that go under the world or whether it's just a few. But what will happen is it'll feel like the kite became smaller. But if you're not paying attention, the only way to tell is like if your snare spells just wear off. Like if you have a whole bunch of snares just wear off at once and you're like, huh, I never stopped playing snare, but I just had like 5 snare spells wear off. Because the mobs that go under the world will no longer be getting hit by your songs. So if you see, I mean, I assume you're nuking, so you probably wouldn't notice, but if you see something funky, then how we fix it is this. I'll play the DA song, and then I'll stop. Then once I stop, all the mobs catch up to me and pop back up. And then I have to click DA off before you. Because if yours wears off before mine, then all the mobs will kill you. So I have to play DA, stop, mobs pop up, and then I have to resume circle and click off DA really quickly before it fades, so all the mobs are still aggro on me. And you just keep yours on until it wears off naturally. Yeah, that's one thing that can sometimes happen is things are going fine and then mobs just disappear into the world and then we'll just fix it. So it's part of a normal operating procedure, unfortunately. It just happens. Which is why, you know, it's good being a level 60 bard, is you can just DA every 3 minutes. Pretty handy. And then just depends on sometimes when you pull, just depends on luck where the mobs go under the world through these hills when you just bring them in. So, sometimes the pull appears to be smaller than it actually is because all the crap is under the world. It just be like that. I'm not hopeful for it getting fixed. It's been like this since the zone came out. I think there's been mobs going under the world since the start of Luckland. So the zone just sucks. All the hills are everywhere. That zone geometry will get you. Stiff neck. Too much sitting. Yeah, see all the trap mobs are bunched up. Like, not hitting anything, and then you get like 5 in a row. You have to be really careful that you don't get police stunned. You're running around and then a skeleton pops up on top of you and bashes you. That's usually not good times. And these are the hazards. Oh man, that sucks. Yeah, man. It's when you get old, and I don't mean old, like when you get older than 30. It's so funny how like one bad night of just sleeping funny can like cripple your neck for like a week. It's so depressing. Those memes, you know, you're like in your 20s, you're drunk and you pass out under a bridge, you know, on like a shopping trolley and everything's fine, and then in your 30s you like sleep wrong for a nap, and you know you got a sore neck for like a week. Getting old. Alright, I think I've got almost enough mobs. I'll come back. I'm back before I tragically die. Exactly. Oh, that's right. You just sneeze wrong and you get like a headache for the rest of the day. Just kill me. Just kill me. It's not worth it. You stretch too much or you don't stretch enough. That's it. You're done. Oh no, don't stop me. No, 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 no. Jesus Christ. Alright. Still alive. Things are good. I've got about maybe another 1 or 2 kites after this, then I gotta go to bed. I need to go to work tomorrow. I need to go into the office. I've been working from home for the past couple of weeks, but I need to pop into the office. I need to chat with some bosses and stuff. I need to change the scenery. I need to have a little bit of an earlier night than usual, so I can catch up on some sleep, get up early, get to the office. I think I've got a raid tomorrow, right? I've got TVXs or something, I think. Oh yeah, 20 minutes later, sweet. It's pretty good. You guys have daylight savings coming up in like a month or something, right? That should shift my time zone another hour more favorably, I guess. About a month from now, nice. I wasn't sure if it was end of October or start of November, but yeah. We've had ours 3 weeks ago. Australia had theirs a week ago, I think. The rest of the world will catch up. And then we'll all be in the future together. I think the last 4 times I've seen this big worm die, he dropped those gloves. But I didn't kill him myself. I've seen them advertised, so I guess people advertise the crappy drop. And they, if the earring drops or something, I guess they keep that. Yeah, that earring is pretty cool. I'll keep an eye on it next time he's up. I always just ignored him because I didn't need anything, but that earring is pretty dope. Yeah, China is insane. I just... You're like, alright, rise and shine, gotta work at, 9 AM Shanghai time, and it's like fucking 2 in the morning or something. It's like, what? Middle of the night. Just don't care. Yeah, China's crazy. But like, how does that work with, like Russia, when you border Russia on the same vertical line and you cross the border and it's like, you go up and it's 5 hours difference, like 100 meters in front of you. 3 in the morning in one place in China, but like on the same latitude, it's like 9 AM. Crazy. Yeah, China's massive. It's like one way to deal with the daylight savings problem. I don't know how healthy it is. But yeah, there'd be like a large percentage of the population that would just have to start their work day at 2 in the morning. Like their entire day-night cycle is just completely fucked. It's just so crazy that you have a large percentage of the population just like working night shifts effectively. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, I'd assume most would be southeast. That's along the coastline. It'd be more like the rural villages and towns on the west side. It'd just be like a bunch of villages. Yeah, absolutely. All the big cities are just on the east coast. So yeah, you're right. Yeah, popping those traps. Maybe I need to find a good strategy to pop traps. Maybe I need to do like a grid pattern or something. It's kind of hard though, because you gotta dodge mobs. Yeah, that didn't work out. Whoa. Just went through a rock. Crazy. Oh. So have you had enough of Diablo 2 now? Are you officially taking it out? Is it still within a window to get a refund? Could you I think they check your playtime, I guess. Oh no, not a stun. Oh shit. Oh my god, that was close. Yeah, I guess you can't really like get a refund if you played like 80 hours of Diablo. It's probably not gonna be something that'll be approved. Gonna be a justifiable thing. Yeah, just get bored of it and then get your money back. Yeah, cool, man. I kind of, when I was thinking of whether I should get it or not, I had that thought at the back of my mind is like, I know how grindy it is. And I know you get to a point where it's just like, you're just doing Mephisto runs over and over and over and over and over and over, trying to get like a rune or something. It's just, oh. Because back in the day, I could get around that by simply... I don't even know how I traded, but I just assumed everything was duped. So, you know, you'd go into some game and you'd trade some runes or some shit. And you'd get some stuff that was like, you know, I doubt it was legit, but I have no way of knowing and I don't really care, you know. Whereas I think with this Diablo Remastered, I think it's a fresh wipe, like all the players are starting fresh, so there's no like legacy items that have been around for a decade. So you'd be very hard pressed to find those runes and stuff that you need for the good stuff. You would just have to farm for weeks and months. And I don't know if I got it in me. If I'm grinding for weeks and months, I may as well be grinding EQ, right? May as well grind trusty old. But it is a good nostalgia trip, and it is good, I guess, to support the developers and stuff. But I don't know who made this game, if it's Blizzard or if it's someone else. If it's another company that borrowed Blizzard's IP and did the thing, then you're supporting those devs, which is fine. Some of the remastered games that I bought, you know, go to the original devs, I guess, but usually it's like some third-party company. Yeah, true. The modders. I heard there's already mods out, which is pretty cool. I mean, that's pretty impressive. I haven't really played many mods of the original one. The only mods I played was the high resolution mods, where it's the same game but just, you know, lets you play in like widescreen mode that isn't 800 by 600. But it also changes the game because it zooms out, so you see more of the game, which is very different. Yeah, I find unfortunately the nostalgia trip doesn't last as long as it did when I was a kid and this game was new and fresh. Oh, cool. Completely overhaul the game kind of mods. That's pretty cool. I never heard of that. Awesome. Didn't know you had that for Diablo. That's pretty cool. I didn't know the assets were that moddable. But I guess people can expand the game files. It's like MPK files or whatever it is. It's just like one big zip file. Same with StarCraft 2 and stuff. It was just like one big file you could unzip, and then you'd see all the files. I remember that's how I got all the sounds out, all the game sounds. So you would just get the MP3s out of the game. You'd pop the CD in, you'd copy that big 600 meg zip file, and then you'd use like some Explorer file, and you'd get access to all the individual files inside it, and that's how you could get all the models. I remember making graphics where you get the models, the 3D models of the units, and same with Quake as well, when you could get all the sounds and stuff. It was pretty cool. Back in the day. Alright. Yo, Crush, do you see this little toiler? He might be able to come in and stun me. Do you want to, like, I don't know, come in and DA? When he comes in, just come in and DA now. Oh, save me. Bring him in and then, you can just kill him. Yeah, that's right. That works. Alright, thanks. Yeah, fuck him up. Alright, come snare. I had a kite where everything's going fine, and then a toilet like literally just spawns here on top of me and just stuns me. It's just so terrible. And then, you know, of course I die instantly. Just like he just pops in, asserts his dominance with a single well-placed bash, and that's it. You're done. Oh shit, you're right there on Trixon, don't die. Do you have your pet? Do you have run 3? Can you just run away? You got him. Did he kill your pet or something? I can't really help you on my ranger because if I tab to my ranger, I'll die. Alright, you can come and nuke if you got mana. Oh, there's another fucking toilet. Alright, let's just pray he doesn't bash me. Alright, cool. We're having fun. Alright, he's hitting me. It's not good. I think he's hit me like 4 times. We just got lucky he didn't bash me. Yep. Ooh, careful, don't get low hit point anger. That would not be good. Give me a sec, I'll see if I got a cleric logged in here still, so I can give you a heal. Right. Alright, sweet. Alright, cool. I'll do one more kite for good luck. Yeah, let's see as we'll get you. Just spend your AA points and innate regeneration. That's what you need, baby. You had a little bit of luck there with those bashes didn't stun me. He hit me a few times, but I managed to live. It's meant to be. What's your camping now, pals? Now that you got your free 4 robes, now that you're done with also testing already. You did that pretty quickly, pretty efficiently. You got your monk to level 55, so you could do the pull and the split, and then you just destroyed it. Nice, we got some bats. Respawns. I think what Rada does is he doesn't bother running around popping traps. I think he just kind of does like 1 or 2 pulls and then just AFKs between respawns. Just to kind of get a little bit of downtime, I guess. You can do other things. Like work or something or whatever. A 10-minute break between pulls. That's another strategy, is just split it up that way so it's less stressful. Kind of like AE pulls, right? When you pull the whole zone and then you just wait for like 15-20 minutes for it to respawn. That's always good. It's less intense than, you know, constant fighting. That's one thing I liked about AE pulls, is you could have a bit of a break. "15 minutes of intense play and then 10-minute break." Back in the day, I suppose it would still work, it'd just be shittier. It's still the Fungus Grove EXP, but it's just like half the speed, I guess. Still doable, but considering the effort, you know, you'd need like 2-3 humans and I miss the olden days. I'm sure it'll all be fine once POP comes out. It'll all be alright. Pop will fix everything. Ah, is that what you're doing? You're camping rusty spiked shoulder pads, bro. Yeah, bro, it sucks. I gave up after like 10 hours. I didn't get jack shit, and I completely gave up, and then I think I bought some in the bazaar for like 300 plat. Complete waste of time. You may want to read up on the magic resist floor. If you're charming, quite a lot of times, just Tash might put the mob to the lowest possible magic resist anyway. Mobs on average have like 50-60 MR, and one Tash will put it to like 5 magic resist. I think that's the lowest MR mob can have. You can't really go into negatives and stuff. I thought you could, you know, like a player, you could get debuffed into negatives, but I don't think mobs can. Well, maybe it's just for charm purposes. They have a magic resist floor. I think so. Check TAKP for charm resist floor or something like that. Or there was a recent discussion on forums where Torvin chimed in and he said, I think 5 is the lowest it can go. Because people were discussing total domination and they were discussing all these minus MR items. And the agreement was that they're just a complete waste of time. Typically, when you just Tash a mob, it's going to be enough. Unless you're charming really high resistant mobs, which you typically don't anyway. Like if you're charming a mob that has 100 magic resist, then sure, it makes sense. But typically you wouldn't charm those anyway. Like Revenants and Sra with just Tash apparently puts them to the MR floor. So yeah, I think the consensus was, with a bunch of people that were chatting about it, was that all these MR items that people farm were just a waste of time. Typically when I charm, I try to like do Tash and Mallow. I mean, I won't always group with my mage, but if you're grouping with the mage, then Tash and Malocini is going to be more than enough. That's pretty much going to put you at the floor. So I don't really use my MR items, I find. I've got a bunch, but yeah, Tola, the ring is good. Look into Gauntlets of Mortality, that's -5. -5 MR. The Rusty Spike Shoulder pairs are good, but yeah, I doubt. If you're charming Revenants, it's not gonna matter. Basically, the consensus was that for Revenants, they're already got low magic resist, and Tash is enough. Yeah, I never seen Rusty Spiked Shoulder pads drop. They never dropped for me when I camped it, and I did it over my maybe 4 or 5 play sessions, a few hours each, and I just gave up. It's stupidly rare. You'd think, you know, like Burrow would be, you know, like common junk, but nope. No deal. If anyone needs named an ME, there's this Forager and Savant that's up, so knock yourself out. Yep, there you go, you got it. Tash and ring the adamantite band should be enough. Alright, look at that, I got a full kite. Nice. I've hit the kite limit, my man. Our last pull and we've got the kite limit, so let's make it count. Now we have to make sure that we don't get any toilers that join. Do you want to get your pet up? Because I think Just get your pet up and just like pet hold it and guard it on the hill. But in case you get another toilet that joins us, so you can kill it a bit easier. As fun as that was. I think I'm gonna be able to grab one of these dudes. But we are at the kite limit, so basically if another toilet comes and joins the party, we may get warping, or we may get mobs that try to path away, but because they'll be snared, they won't be able to, so it'll keep fucking with the kite limit. I've had it before where I just had to pick a random mob and just high sunned it out of the kite, so I wouldn't die. Things get a bit funky with the kite limit. Yeah, believe that Black Bar should help. If you want a little bit more MR, just get Gauntlets of Mortality from Zlandikar. I think they're like 200 or 300 plat. You're gonna have a lot more luck with that than Rusty Spike shoulder pads. But yeah, I don't know what to search for. I think maybe search for like Charm and then Floor on the forums, and there should be something from Torvin and from Darkon talking about it. Because they were talking about, I think they were discussing it in that Charm thread where people were talking about the recent Pacify and Charisma changes. I think it got mentioned there, but yeah, if you search for like Charm and Floor, you might be able to find the discussion. It's quite recent, like maybe a month ago, a couple of months ago. You should see Torvin talking about the magic resist floor, and then people talking about how all the minus MR items are trash. Much to the disappointment of people that farm them and stuff. Always disappointing when you learn like a mechanic that you believed was true for like a year or two, and then you're like, oh, it's all fake news. Yeah, I do have too much crap on like Remy and stuff. I carry, you know, like a bunch of MR items. I carry a whole bunch of utility weapons like stun weapons and snare weapons and slow weapons, haste items and shit. It's just like bags full of crap. Yeah, I still believe that it helped crush the Melusines. I do. You know, every time I grip with a mage, I always Melusini and dash the mobs. Because it's not really much effort, right? Because Melusini lasts the same as Tash, 15 minutes roughly. So if I'm like retashing a mob, I may as well just re-Melusini it. So anytime I'm grouped with a mage and stuff, I will always just do both. I don't care about what the devs say. I'm gonna stick with my full debuffs. Because it might be a difference between a mob having like 10 magic resist and 5 magic resist, you know? That might help. Because, you know, if Tash is like 45 and the mob is 60, right? So that'll be like, you know, 15 versus 5. So, still good. So I wouldn't say pointless, I'd say it depends on the mob. So if the Revenant happens to have like 40 magic resists, and you know, then Tash will be enough, but I don't know if it's got 40, 50, or 60. So that small difference could be enough to make it be worth something. Not super amazing, but still worth something. Sweet. Nice. Good work. Alright, we did it. I think we had no deaths. I had one death at the start when I started kiting, and then I mezzed myself. That was pretty funny. I was trying to mez and membler the robes, and then you'd assist the robe to see if it had you on the target. And then I assisted the robe and put me on the target, and then I mezzed myself. And then I just died. For that, we were good. So my bard strategy seems to work with the extra bard, just a snare. Helps out. So we'll just stick with that. But yeah, nice. Good success. Managed to successfully procrastinate not studying by playing EverQuest once again. So I showed them. Thanks for joining me. That was good fun. Gotta go to sleep. Gotta get my beauty sleeps. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in on the stream. I'll see if I can find someone else to put the viewers on. And then I will try to fix my stupid sounds. I think I know how to test it. So I need to get the website to work when I press the button. I need the test sounds to play, so I'm gonna keep playing with the settings and get that to work, and so next time people aren't wasting their bits. Alright. Doesn't appear to be people. EverQuest. Have a look. Nope, nobody playing EQ. So I'll just leave you guys. Thanks for tuning in. See you at the race tomorrow. Have fun.